If you thought this monitor was big, this is the Odyssey Neo G9 57-inch ultra-wide monitor. This one is the LG 4K ergonomic monitor over here. So what's the difference between these two? Well, this one is 4K resolution at 60 Hz maximum resolution, whereas this one is dual 4K. So basically, this one is an ultra-wide that has the same pixel density as two 4K monitors side by side, and because it's 57 inches, it's equivalent of exactly two 32-inch monitors side by side. So this one right here is twice the size of this one horizontally, and it has 240 Hz refresh rate. IPS display, so a very good display. The model number for this one is Odyssey Neo G9 57-inch. The model number for this one over here, 32UN880. So this one is also an IPS display. So both of them using the IPS display, not OLED, IPS, which I prefer because it's better for reading text, productivity work, versus OLED, which is better for games. OLED is just better for gaming because it looks beautiful, but it doesn't have such good text clarity. So both of these are IPS display. Now, ideally, I was going to get two of these monitor, but I decided to go with the Neo 57-inch G9 because this one has a curvature. When you have a big display like this one's good. But if you imagine two of them side by side, when you have two of these side by side, you're gonna have to turn your head a lot to see the edges of each screen if you have two of them side by side, which is why the Odyssey Neo 57-inch ultra wide is nice because it has a curvature. As you can imagine, this one is longer than my desk is going to be, which is okay because I expect it to overhang the desk, just like how this one is overhanging a little bit. So this one will overhang the desk on both sides, so it's gonna be super, super big. I think I will like it, but I'm not sure yet. It's going to be very, very big, and two worries I have with this one. Because this one, if you want to drive it with one cable connected to your computer, it has to push out the equivalent of two 4K displays at 240 Hz to get the maximum output. Whereas I'm already pushing this monitor to the max at 4K 60 Hz. I can run the 57-inch G9 as two separate 4K display, and that's easier to push on more modern PCs because you can have two 4K display both doing 120 Hz. But even then, it's not maximizing the 57-inch dual 4K at 240 Hz. So you see, to really maximize the resolution and refresh rate of the G9 57-inch, you need a really beefy computer. So I don't have that quite yet. So if I use this one, I'll probably use it as two 4K at 120 Hz resolution. Or maybe I might only be able to put it at two 4K at 60 Hz because that's what my M1 Mac is capable of doing. I might need to upgrade to an M3 Max or maybe even go PC and get one of those beefier AMD graphics card. But anyway, I just wanted to compare the size difference between these two monitors. As you can see, this is 32-inch and this one is 57-inch ultra wide. And just to see how big this box is, I'm just gonna put this box up next to this monitor so you can see the size of this beast. It is massive, it's huge, and you're probably gonna unbox this up on the table, but you can see the box weighs about 30 pounds itself. It's very, very heavy. I'm not even sure. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna lower this table so that way I can easily access it. I can lower this down. I can put the monitor onto this table and you can see a little bit better what we're working with because it is a huge monitor and bringing this down here is so much easier, right? So nice that we can adjust the table. Now we can take a look at this monitor compared to that one. I mean, it's exactly what you expect, right? It's twice the size, so it's going to be twice the length. And I just want to put this one next to that on the table. I'm not sure why I want to do this right now, but maybe I'm gonna take this monitor off first because this one is huge and I don't want to potentially scratch up the other monitor. But yeah, this one is 30 pounds. It's massive. And I guess there it is. This one does have the ergonomic arm, so you can move it up and down a little bit easier. Oh, it's already at the max height. But yeah, so this one has the benefit of doing this, which is nice, and you can change the angle too, right? And you can change this one back to this angle, and you can also do this. You can pivot. So this one was a really nice ergonomic monitor, and you can go lower the height, or higher the height with the arm. So this is really nice. So I'm going to have to decide if I want to get a second one of this and have two of these LGs side by side, which is equivalent to the resolution of the Odyssey G9 57-inch, but the difference would be two of these will be at 60 Hertz each, whereas this one, they can go up to 240 Hertz, and it has a curvature, and there's no bar in the middle. But yeah, it's just one big beast. So we'll see. But I just want to do a quick video to show you how the Odyssey Neo G9 57-inch is compared to the 32-inch 4K monitor. It's basically two 4K monitors side by side with no bezel at 240 Hertz IPS display. This is the biggest monitor on the market, ultra wide monitor. So there we go. That is a quick comparison of the Odyssey Neo G9 57-inch right there and the LG 32-inch right here.